Welcome back, everybody. Today is Sunday, September 7th, and yesterday on Neopets, we had a little bit of downtime. We didn't even get the bird to let us know. I had to check my internet, I was checking my computer, I was hoping my account wasn't messed up, but in the end, it really was just because it was down. It happens, I guess. Other than that, we have goodie bags to go through, premium goodie bags to be specific, and you can see these were blue-ish looking. There you go. And what we ended up now with is an autumn year 27 premium goodie bag. So what we had before was the same old bag, just a refreshed pool. What we're getting now is an actual new bag with a new pool in there. I know I saw on Neopets Nation, people are like, this is not as great of a pool. So that means because of the fact that we're getting a new bag, I can open my old bags. I'm going to save one, of course, because I want to leave it for my gallery. But then I'm going to open this one up since it's new and fresh. Other people are asking why year 27 and then we had a year 25. What happened to year 26? There's a great explanation and I didn't bother reading it because it was kind of long, so I just didn't do that. By the way, I'm here this morning hanging out with you all because I was not in a state that won the Powerball. I am not mega rich. If I became mega rich, I will change my name and disappear. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. Seriously, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be gone. Now I'm still gonna be hanging out. I'll be doing things. I already know, like, when people talk about retirement and being, you're just done and bored and have nothing to do, I'm like, I don't have that problem whatsoever. I don't really understand that because even on my days off, I am just totally busy and happy and content and all that stuff. Nothing like, oh my God, I'm bored. What am I going to do with my life? No, definitely not. But yeah, name change, maybe. I always wanted to get my own little island. I thought that would be cool. With that much money, maybe I can get my own little island. Let's see what we got. Okay, nothing good. So I'm gonna just shove my people inside of the hospital. How you liking this 3-hour hospital deal? This is why I'm saying, like, the the points. I don't even need a tracker, the 3,000 tracker of void essence or whatever points we get, because you just get it so easily. Like, you honestly have to be not playing to not get your 3,000 points a week or whatever they boost it to, 5,000 maybe in the future. Let's see. I've been going through my stamps and my coins, as in selling them on the trading post. I've been doing the thing where, as I told you before, if people are collecting, if I can tell, I'll give them a. I'm not saying like a crazy discount, but I'm definitely letting them go for a couple million less. Yeah, I value people that actually are going to use it and not actually going to resell it. So if you are missing anything, it never hurts to try. Never hurts to try. Unless it's like some crazy price. I'm not letting it go for 50% lower. But obviously, it's a lot less than what people are totally asking for right now. Let's go into said inventory. Should I open this new one? Actually, I should probably get all the bags out, right? That would be good. We go here. Item gallery. This is always a fun time. Item remove form. Yes. Let's see. Where's my goodie? Goodie. Oh yeah, birthday balloon, birthday goodie bag. Is it better saying birthday balloon goodie bag? I don't know. Let's go down. Yusuke Khan. No, no, no. That one. I want 6 of these. Wow, I can't believe I've saved so many. So I'm gonna leave one, of course, because I really want to keep that forever. And then eventually towards the end, I'm gonna have to keep the orange ones because I want one of each. All right, let's go. All right, good luck. Good luck. Again, this is all going to be turned into money so that I can get to the 2 billion. I'm going to open the new one first. See what we got. Actually, let me screenshot this baby. This will be the thumbnail of the day. Like I said, I don't really try to make thumbnails. It's just whatever YouTube puts up. But I guess I should do this autumn year 27 premium goodie bag. Let's go play. Play with you. What do we get? Oh, it doesn't tell me. Just check your inventory. That's great. That's great. Where'd it go? Dude, what did I even get? I can't even tell. Oh, the stamp. Very rare. I got a very rare stamp. Wow. Wow. I'm rich. Okay. Okay. Okay, let me close this because ads keep popping up. Let's see what we have. I typed in the year 27 goodie bag. It's not on Jelly Neo yet. Too early. Oh, inflation notice. That's what I love to see. Inflation notice. Yes. 2.5 million. All right, all right, all right. That's a pretty good start. I'm gonna take that. And let me do what I've been doing. I do need to put this away. I have 2 Neo mails from people. I almost want to bring it up here and show you all, but I don't think Neo mail should be really shown. I don't know if that's like a no-no or not. Oh shoot. I have too many items on me and I can't put it up. I kind of want to have all those items so that nothing gets stolen. So let me put some away. But I need to answer those Neo mails. Okay. I was trying to read them in my bed last night, but you know, on my cell phone, not the funnest thing to do to like check their auctions, check their thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. I have a space. Okay. Looking for Neo Points mail offers. Actually, this one because it's so low is what I've been doing. Neo Points and baby paintbrushes. Here. Right, where's my stamp? There he is. Bam. All right. I leave it that way, like not specific when it comes to how much I want, because I hope they just check the trade post and then come up with a, you know, decent offer. Like I said, it doesn't have to match what's out there. I just want it to be comparable. And if I can tell you're not going to resell it, then I'm good losing a couple. Wait, what is that? Fairy? I saw super rare and I was like, what is that? Fairy fruit salad. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that was a rarity 99. Let's just keep giving it out. Let's just keep giving it out. All right, let's go. Let's go, Bob. Darn it, this sucks that I have to keep hitting a birthday wharf. Feel like that does look cool. Actually, that does look cool. 675,000. Is he a pet? Or is it just a? Oh, he is. That's actually really cool. I do want to keep that. All right, Timmy, you got for me? Oh, hey, hey. How much is this little guy? We got a holographic Cult Zen Shrine stamp. All right, let's see. 45 million. What? What? Darn it. How am I gonna do this without it getting? Well, I have 80 items on me. I'm just gonna trust in random events that it doesn't get stolen. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Keep going. Keep going. I mean, that was good. That's solid. Oh, what is it? It's stamp day, baby. Look, a Dorak stamp. Let's see. I have no idea. He could be worth 10,000. Oh, 624. I take it. Go again. Flaffy Chan. All right, buddy. You gotta hook me up. Hook me up. Where'd it go? Oh, a birthday wharf. It's a birthday wharf. Yeah. Oh, that was all right, buddy. Norm. Come on, Norm. Norm. Pet Folio, super rare. I actually restocked one of those back in my day. Back in my day. Oh my god, look at this person. Yeah, yeah. Let's let people have lots of money. 850,000, 126 of those. I'm assuming people got a lot from that was a lot of bags that were open that ended up with that price. Come on, one more stamp. One more stamp. Please. Oh, a random event. It seems one of your pets has got a pet in its mouth. Wait a minute, that's just a leg. I hate that. Like, yo, just give it to me. Abandoned water tower stamp. The special. Is it really special? I guess it's special. There's none on the shop wizard. All right, say something big. Oh no. 999,000. Where do you get this from? Where did you originally come from, sir? Available from inside other items. Portal Activation Center. I have no idea. Portal Activation Center. Oh, is this some kind of quest thing? Assembling Chaos Rays. Inflation. 2.5. All right. Okay, let's see. So what could I have gotten from all of this? You know, just I probably should have done that first. But we're gonna do it in reverse. What do we got? The stamp, warp, Captain Scarblade, cliffhanger, Christmas. Ah, Cool Negg. Dang, that would have been nice. Double printed evil fuzzle stamp. Yeah. Dr. Sloth coin, Lorg stamp, galleon. All right, I got the one of the bigger ones, holographic Cold Zam Shrine stamp. Cool. Blessed. I'm definitely blessed. Ah, Queen Fiora stamp. That was the one. 70 million. Darn it. I do have one left. Actually, I did pretty good. If that was it, yeah. Pretty solid. Was that really all that was in there? That's not all that much. I felt like there was more, but all right then. Yeah, I didn't do too bad. Like looking at the list here, pretty solid. Okay, now how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? Let's see. Trade post. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. That's 10. Shoot. I'm trying to like group them up here, and somebody was asking me about the Mallow coin and the Vacuumatic 9000. Right, so let me do this. This one, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Darn, I have too much in my inventory again. It doesn't show me the whole list. I took this out. All right, random event. The love of God, don't do anything crazy. Actually, I will say, it's been a long time since I've had the Pant Devil steal anything from me. Not that I want this to actually happen in just a moment, but it's been a very long time. I was about to say, I don't do the whole knock on wood thing. I know some people really do that, but I don't believe in that. All right, let me hit refresh. Let me go back. Great new trade. Please, nothing stolen. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, which one was actually expensive? Which one was actually? Uh, I don't know how much abandoned water tower stamp is. It said there's nothing on the. There's nothing on in the shops. Are people even paying over, or should I just throw it in my shop for 1 mil or 999,999? I get afraid every time I click one of these pages because I'm like, please don't random event me. 1.4, 1.3, 100 million. Yeah, I like it. I like it. You gotta shoot for the moon. 1.2. I'll probably get to the point where I don't have enough spaces unless they let you make more than 10 trade things now. I haven't actually tried, so I'll put that in there. What was the Dorex stamp? I think it was like 600. Yeah. Okay. So I need to go. It's so scary, man. It's scary. What do I want? I want looking for Neopets mail offers. That's it. I think that is everything that is expensive. Yeah. Not a bad haul. I take. Oh, random event. Scarab cookie. All right. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Let me see if I can make another one. They let you do that? Oh, wait. They let you do that now? I've been like combining all these together because I thought you can only have. Wait. Check the box. Limit 10. I guess at some point they removed that where you can only have 10 trade thingies up. Hmm. Need to break things out then if that's actually true. I'll do that later. I'll do that later. You don't need to see all that. What am I thinking? All right. So I have to figure out how much this vacuumatic. Wait, I have to refresh. This vacuumatic coin actually is worth. Again, I'm not trying to like get full max value of this person's collector. It looks like they actually are a collector. I could show you the Neo mail, but like I said, I don't want to do that. Vacuumatic, 14 million, 11 million. I think they're offering 7.5 million. 14 million quick sale. 15, 14.9, 19. The part I don't like the most about all this, trying to figure out these prices. If I take a look at item database, what do I have? Vacuumatic 9,000. Price unable to be determined by Jelly Neo as of July 5th. Like they're thinking 7.5. I think more like 10. 10 seems like a nice amount for me. But yeah, they were saying it was selling in auctions at 8 million and they wanted to offer 7.5. And I'm like, when you just give me 8, and you just give me 8. And then what else? Mallow coin. This one's an interesting one. And the worst part about these are like the rarities. Like, what do you assign based on the rarity? And I know you don't do that. It's all about supply. Like, if there's only 2 vacuumatic coins out there, maybe that's where it's a bit higher. But I just look at the rarity. I'm like, dude, this still restocks. It's crazy. And you have to keep in mind too the fact that Neopets could just put that as a weekly. They could put it as a daily. They can do whatever they want to it. So Mallow coin, 500 million. What else? I don't have a price. This one's blank. That one's blank. That one's blank. Hello, something better than this. All right. That's where a Mallow coin currently sits at when it comes to that price. Mallow coin, do not eat. Undetermined. It was at least 50 million. Yeah, 50 million. 50 million. And then I saw 500 million. I saw earlier this week of 400 million. So I don't know. This is it's a tough one. A tough one. I don't like haggling people. Mallow coin. Anything in auction? It's just insane. This thing's a rarity 96, and that's how expensive it is. I just remember when I would restock back in the day in the coin shop, and just nobody was restocking in there, and the coins would just be not worth it. Like the vacuumatic coin and all that, people just did not want that stuff. It was actually crazy to me. But here we are now, many years later. There was actually a post out on Neopets Nation, and the dude was, I think he was arguing for the fact that stamp shouldn't be in your album forever. Like I always when I always told my sister about this, I'm like, lick it, right? Like, are you going to lick that stamp? And what I mean by that is just the fact that, like when you put it in that book, it's gone forever. Like it's in there. And this person was saying no real stamp collector in the real world would lick the stamp and put it into the book or glue it or tape it to there, that you'd always be able to remove it. And I get it, but this is like this is a video game where there's some sort of economy that revolves around it. Actually, if you play Neopets, not Neopets, Pokemon Go, I don't know how many people are out there playing Pokemon Go. Raise your hand. And Pokemon Go, this is actually funny because I never would have thought that Neopets has something that is better than Pokemon, but alas, there is. In Pokemon Go, there is a sticker that you get, and every day there are oh man, how am I gonna this? I kind of want to show you. I'm gonna log in. Hold on. I'm gonna black out my screen. Just bear with me. Bear with me as I attempt to do this. So I need to bring up. I remember I have this software. Where I told you about this software, Air Server. So let me bring up Air Server. And I'm going to show my stuff. It's funny because there is share screen mirror. Type in code. There we go. All right, I'm gonna show you my screen once more. Bam, there we go. Pokemon Go. Yeah, take a look at this. It's pretty nice. But inside of here, anyways, is stickers. Stickers. Where are the freaking? I'm going to the shop. Yes, these stickers right here. You see them on the scene? See other stickers? Yeah, I have a decent amount of stickers. My freaking album. Stickers. Yeah, there it is. Okay, you see all these stickers? They have, what you do is when you give a gift to your friend every day, there is the ability to attach a sticker to said postcard. So let me open this, ladies. Give me a sticker. So right here in the top right where there's like it looks like a stamp should go there, you could put a sticker. A sticker will end up on there. I'm purposely not showing you this because obviously if I do, you could see where I live at. And I'm not going to actually do that. But you could put a sticker on here. And then from there, you can save it in your scrapbook. You get these postcards and you can save it here. So you can take a let me pick up this. See, so this is a lady, my lady from Japan, Yasu Shiga Japan, and that little sticker goes there. Outside of that, that's all it's used for. But wouldn't that be crazy? Just work with me here, because what they do is on special days like community days when there's a Pokemon that is featured, what they'll let you do, they'll have special commemorative stickers for that. See, so you'll have a bunch of different stickers right there in the middle of the screen. Wouldn't that be cool if they actually have the Neopets like stamp album system where you lick it, you save it, and it gives you trophies, achievements, and all that? That's what will make you purchase some of these stickers if you potentially miss it. You get it? Like that makes a whole lot of sense to me that you're able to actually collect them forever. Because right now, you just saw I just have a pile of stickers sitting there, and I mean I can attach it, but really, what else is the point of that? Like I just have all these stickers, or these stickers. They should come up with a Neopet stamp system and make it that much better. But that's really all that I have about that. Yeah, it makes sense to me. So my point here is when this guy was saying about like you should be able to he was complaining about the inflation of the stamps and the coins and all that, but that's what makes collecting fun. Going back to all of that, it's fun to collect this. And yeah, the bad part is how much the inflation, or how much people are driving it up. I don't even say it's inflation, people just driving up the price. That's why, like, when I think about this Mallow coin, I see it at 500, I saw it at 400. Like, am I really going to charge this guy crazy amounts? I just don't want him to resell. I want him to actually use it. But I mean, we shall. I know coins go for a lot. I just think it's insane that a rarity 96 is this expensive. But it is what it is. I'll have to figure it out. That's that. What else do I need to do here? But yeah, I mean, like I said, if there's anybody out here that watches that needs this a stamp, I'm not gonna go drop it by like 50%, but at the same time, I'm willing to work with you on it, especially if you're going to use it. Okay, like just if you're going to use it. At the same time, I will investigate your account if you, to make sure that you will actually use it. Yeah, but yeah, I'm not gonna give like some. I know some people were writing to me and they're looking for like some crazy discounts, outside of the guy I told you about the other day. I'm not gonna do that because I need to get to 2 billion. So right now, if you're wondering, 575 million Neopoints. Actually, I guess 576 million. A little bit more if I won Food Club. Let me just open all these. Today's gonna be a longer video. Actually, it's already long. 24 minutes. Oh no. 24 minutes. Yeah, it's because my wife is out for breakfast with their. I actually didn't eat yet. Now that I think about it, I'm actually decently hungry. Boy, boy. Yeah, I got out and about yesterday. It was pretty nice. I actually ended up getting Pokemon. I'm gonna open Discord over here. My Discord. I was showing people that I was like, this is actually crazy. Like, I don't know if the Pokemon market is dying, but I actually was able to find cars out in real life. So here is yesterday after Costco. This is Pokemon White Flare Limit 2. That was at a Target right beside the Costco. And then I went to Walmart that yesterday night, and I'm like, there's no way there's going to be anything in there. So yeah, I found these Journey Together sleeve booster packs, which is funny because I got really sketched out by the fact that if you see this over here, so if you don't know anything about Pokemon or like just trading cards in general, they sell individual booster packs. And you can see these over here on the right. There's sleeve. There's like this paper cardboard around it, and inside is this booster pack. Over here, our booster packs missing said, protective layer on top of it. They're just ripped out. And I was like, why are they sitting there? I was very confused because they don't sell them like that. So the theory is that people either weighed these packs to see if it was heavy, to see potentially if there's oil cards inside. Like they do have GAD packs where there's just all the cards in there are like foiled, and then other people thought that maybe like someone used the stud finder inside of Walmart, like ripped these out, used the stud finder, and then left them there, and then some worker must have brought them back. But I don't know if you could even scan that because I know there's a barcode on this one. I didn't compare, but there's a barcode on both of these, but I don't know if it's going to work because if it's not the same, then it's not going to read it. But that was scary. I had to check every one of them that I bought just to make sure there was a pack inside. Yeah, it's a crazy world. The people that I always heard that you could check the bathroom too because you'll find people that bring these into the bathroom and steal it and just put it in their pocket, and then you just find like booster pack wrappers inside of the bathroom. It's pretty crazy, but I was actually excited to find this. Yeah, my wife even bought some. She bought two. She bought her limited two for herself. I'm like, dang. She's like, I like that Pokemon. So, because I told you she hates cards. She absolutely hate cards. But how did I get off onto this tangent? I did. Oh, she was out there. Yeah, yeah. So that's what happened yesterday for me. I opened all of this already. Oh, Wheel of Starlight. Heck yeah, heck yeah. I saw somebody playing they sold their stamp inside of Decardia. Ooh, something fancy. Elemental Kura water whiskers. How do I feel about that? How do I use this? I get it, it's a closet. Does it actually have to be on Kugra's or can I just use it? Kugra. My Kugra. I don't think I have one. That's why I'm saying this. Yeah, there we go. All right, all right. So yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna answer those Neopets. Don't know how to do it. Yesterday I was talking about, I saw the comment, talk about university. Let me go back and read this. Actually get the comment. I was talking about universities, and the comment is from JoJo. You reminded me when I first got when I got my first job coupon fail. My neighbor rang my doorbell to ask for help. An hour later, I go back in horror to see the timer ran out. Yeah, that's awful. Well, first scratch hurts the most. Yeah, it does. It definitely does. The first one. Yeah, like the Battledome record, losing the first one. That's just awful. I would love to hear a rant about how universities handle money. I hate universities. Like, I will tell you, I went to 3 college campuses, like, for my thing. I told you before, I'm an electrical engineer with a degree in finance. Just first off, I don't think they should ever let anybody into college that is undecided. Like, that is number 1 for me. Oh, oh, there's the thing. I never turned off air server. I'm gonna turn that off. Goodbye, Jojo. Goodbye. Okay. There we go. They should never let a person in college undecided. Why? Because it costs so much money. Unless you're rich. Unless you could show me your bank account is 7 figures, I'm not letting you into college undecided. It's a total waste of money. I think you should go out there in the real world, figure out what you want to do with yourself, and then do it. Because you're just taking class. They always say like, oh, you could just take gen ed classes, and they'll count towards your degree, and then but you'll still waste time. And it really is that really what you want to do? I don't think so. Well, after seeing so many people in college just absolutely get destroyed, figure out that like just eventually drop out, incur all kinds of debt. Like it is not worth it to try to discover yourself while in college. That is not what you like your career path. That is not what you want to do. I'd rather you go out there in the world, work, figure it out. And if you like being out in the real world and want to stay there, feel free. If you want to go to college, feel free, whether that's a 2 year, 4 year. If you want to go to tech school, great. But what they're doing right now is they're just taking your money, and they're gladly doing it. So when I was in college, there was the biggest thing is between I went to a satellite campus and then I went to the main campus. That's how it works. So I went to a state school. Again, I'm not saying anything specifically because I don't like saying specifics in case someone decides they want to sue me. Yeah, I mean, I always have to watch out for that because when I talk about TCGs, there's people out there that sell fake cards, or there's people out there that when it comes to Weiss Wars, they will take they'll open a case until they find all the hits because there's only a certain amount of boxes that have hits in there. Once they find it, they sell it. It's called dead boxes. That way you just are left. I don't know if Neopets is that way, but I never bothered to look it up. Like if you get like a case of Neopet, like I don't know how many are in there. Let's just say 12 booster boxes, and maybe there's only 3 that have anything really good inside of it. If they get the 3, then they could sell the 9 off or whatever's left. Maybe they open 6. They could sell the 6 knowing that there's not really anything good in there and you're just left with it. There's people obviously that does that I can tell. I never say their names because then they'd be like, "Oh, you put our name out there, you're slandering us and all that," and I get sued. I just don't want to deal with any of that. I just do this for fun. I don't feel like getting sued. I don't feel like getting sued as part of my own fun. Okay, so I went to a university. I went to satellite. I went to the main one eventually. And I will tell you, there is a dramatic difference between the quality of education you get at a small campus and a big campus. Big campus is nice because you get to experience more of the human interaction. But what you get to face education wise from my own experience is teachers that don't care. Like, and I'm not saying all teachers because it's horrible to lump it all together, but there are definitely obvious teachers that don't care. What they go there for, what the teachers are there for, is research. Yeah, because on my college campus, they had all types of research. There was all kinds of labs when it came to pharmaceutical stuff. We even had a nuclear research facility on campus. So there is all types of research, and the professors that want to make a name for themselves, that want to be super popular, yeah, they want to do that. That want to make lots of money. Yeah, they want to actually do the research and discover something, and then be famous out there in the world. For me, I don't care for any of that. What I'm there for is an education. And meanwhile, so you think about this: how much does it cost to go to college? 25, 30, something a year, depending on the college. And then you think about, I don't even know how much it is. Maybe it's even more than that. Let me look. Let me pull one of these out to the side. Let me pick one. I'm gonna pick Ohio. Ohio University cost per year. I don't know how much it is. All right, let me bring this back. Here you go. The Ohio guarantee. That is crazy. We guarantee you're going to pay this much. Athens campus. Is that not the big one? Regional campus. Oh, okay, the Athens one is the biggest one. Cost of attendance annually, $44,890. Oh, that's out of state. Out of state. So in state, 33,676. That is crazy. Yeah, you think about it. So you're paying that much money to go there for a year. And my teachers that wanted to do research, they weren't the ones actually teaching us. You got to see them on the first day. You might see them do like a cameo, like a little guest appearance throughout the year. But who's actually teaching you is teacher assistants. So other like there were what do you call them? Graduate students that would be teaching you. And it's like if you really think about that, you pay money to go to school and learn from, you know, teachers, actual real teachers. You pay for said teachers. And if you divide this out by how many credits that you have, it's insane how much you're paying. Like, like if you skip a class, you're losing hundreds of dollars if you think about it. You're actually losing money if you skip a class. That is on you. That's why some teachers out there do not care if you don't show up because they think you're an idiot because you skipped. I had other teachers that you miss 3 classes, you're done. They fail you. They kick you out of the class. You're absolutely done. So those are the people that care. I mean, they seem really strict, but when you think about it, they're only trying to help you out because you paid money for all of this to go there. So these teachers that I pay for, what they end up doing is just doing research. So they take your money and give you a graduate student, and they take your money and then use it for research, or they get grants from the government or wherever else they get money from. But that is absolutely what's going on. And then when you think about it, if I'm going to get taught by a student, not to say the graduate students aren't smart, but if I'm just getting that's just like a tutor, basically. I'm getting a tutor. I might as well go out here on the internet and learn it at home. And I get it. Maybe it's not, you don't have the college feel and all that, but you really think about the cost of all this, it's insane. And then I had one of my teachers, I don't know, I'm pretty sure I told this story before, but as part of electrical engineering, if you know anything about college, you have 100 level classes. That's the first year, 200, 300, 400 levels. And so on the first year, that's normally your gen eds. You may do some like higher math and all that. See, this is why I say no undecided, because if you think about it, if you need a higher math and you're not doing it, now you're behind. Because some of these classes you have to do before you get to the engineering classes, or at least in tandem with it. And you may put yourself behind just because you're taking, just general ed classes. So because of your undecidedness, you're potentially going to go to school for 5 years. And as you saw, it was like 30 something thousand. So do you want to just be undecided so that you can pay another 30,000? I don't think so. You should be out there in the real world making money, not incurring all that debt. But anyways, going back to all this, going back to all this. Yeah, the teachers, um, well, my 200 level electrical engineering class, they said it was one of those moments like what they do on in the military or some high level something. They're like, look around this class because at the end of this semester, 50% of you won't make it. Yeah, at the 200 level class. So that it's the weed out. That's what they always say. The weed out is in the 200 level class to get you out. People, I know people that have taken the class like 5 times. I know people that dropped out. Yeah, it was very sad to just see that happen. And cast. All right. I was like, I never really thought about like cast. Can you get something, or you have to keep waiting? And if I hit that 100 times, will it actually eventually give me something? So at 200 level, yeah, I lost 50% of the class. And then when I got to the 300 level class, they weeded even more people out. And the professor said they don't care. Like he straight up told all of us, he's like, this is garbage. They don't care to help you out. Professors are doing research. Like, yeah, I was being taught by graduate students at the 300 level, even though the weed out was 200. And a professor was actually saying all this. And he's like, yeah, the class average on the test, not even a joke, 40%. A passing in this class was like a 30 on a test. Oh man, that was nuts. I remember my friend, he actually had a 0 on the test, and that was amazing just to even look at. I'm like, dude, that is awful. But you really think about that. Whose fault was that? Like the everybody got a 40. Like the class average is a 40. That's actually insane when you truly think about the people out there in the world doing the job, and the best you got was a 40. I mean, it speaks volumes about the teachers and how that's even allowed to happen, and just the students out there as well. It was terrible, man. Yeah, once you get to the 400 level, yeah, everything was all good. It was nice. It was a breeze. It was like the teachers gave you everything you needed to actually pass the test. Yeah, they didn't care. They're like, here's your assignment. Here's this schematic, or you have to design a system that'll do this, and go and do it, and we'll help you if you need it. 300 level, it's like non-existent. You're on your own. It was survival. It was like, what is it? Naked and afraid. Like you didn't have the info, and you're afraid of being kicked. It was nothing but fear. People were just sitting in the labs all day, all night, trying to figure this stuff out. Yeah, it was insane. Yeah, it was some kind of weird survival game that we were on. But the survival game, we had to pay 20 something $1,000, and and no one was getting any sort of entertainment around it. I mean, I guess you could say the professors, but they weren't really entertained because they weren't even there, because they were doing research. Yeah, that's my big gripe about it. And then just the other fact that they let you take degrees, get degrees that will never amount to any sort of job. I think that's like one of the biggest scams of college. That it's acceptable, just let guide people, like as a guidance counselor, guide people, and we lost. We lost 0 to 10, so many upsets. But we got Doggo. Oh my god, look at that puffy dog. So freaking nice. Yeah, yeah. So like I said, when I was telling that girl at campus, when she was asking me for advice about uh, how to handle college, what to actually do, you need to balance. And this is actually what I wrote to my nephew, because he's off to college this year. He's already on. He's gone. You need to balance everything in your life. What I meant by that is you need to balance education, you need to balance meeting and talking to people, and you need to balance your family. Only that can make you really successful. When you think about it, when you get older, you're like, man, I wish I could have did this. I wish I could have did this. If you end up with a balance in life, with anything in life, you'll be able to achieve everything you want. What do I want? I want one. I want one item. It's hard to like try to talk about this and do my dailies at the same time. If you hear me struggling to think about things at some points, that would be why, because I'm trying to figure this all out as I'm talking and doing all this. Yeah, it's very sad, because people come in there. You should see it. Everybody's coming in there first year, all excited and stuff, and then reality hits that you have to actually give some effort. You can't just do one of two, right? You can't just hang out and party all day, because you're going to get destroyed in college. And then if you just study all day, you miss the human side. But at the same time, you think about it, there's people out there in the world that still love you. Just because you're on this campus and you're inside some kind of little bubble, you have your family out there still, and you still need to remain in contact with them, or even your friends back at home. That's one of the biggest problems, right? When people go off to college, they forget about their people, and then when they come home for summer, they're like, hey, again, and like maybe you've grown a little bit apart because of that time that you didn't stay in contact with them. So life is all about balance. Like playing this game right here, I think that's what's messing me up. Even this game right here is out of balance. As I said yesterday, like, but I played for what, almost 2 hours on Neopets, which throws off every other thing in my day. Now that there's so many things to do, and I know it's a good problem to actually have a game that you have many things to do. I mean, that's pretty nice, isn't it? Somebody won the jackpot, 6,200. Reminds me of the Powerball. Yeah, reminds me of the Powerball. I heard people talking about. Is there anything else about college that I want to say? Outside, oh yeah, the freaking. I know back then we actually had physical books. I don't know if I know college. Some people have online books. I mean, the lady that I was helping out yesterday, she had the giant binder. The worst part, the biggest, one of the bigger scams is those professors that make their own books, because then like every year they come out with a new version. They change a couple words, and then they come out with a new version. So you go back and try to sell it back to the college. You buy it for $350, and then you try to sell it back to the bookstore, and they're like, it's only $10 because there's a new version coming out. It's like, dude, it was a new version this year, and then they come out with a new version. That was awful. The professors that do that. Yeah, I know some people dropped out because they couldn't afford books. That's not even a joke. Like, well, they dropped the class. Some people just dropped in general because they didn't have the money. But there was other people that dropped the class because they're like, this guy just has a new version, and I'm not gonna do it. So they'll just pick, because some, like the normal 100 level classes, there's maybe 2, 3 professors that are teaching that, and you can get a different professor, and then they don't go through all that. Other professors, I love when the professors bash each other. They're like, "Look, this guy has a new version. I'm not gonna make you pay all that." There was one guy that just had PDFs that he just put on the internet, and you just print it out. That dude was awesome. That was my physics teacher. That guy was awesome. How many colors of dice? I think there's 5. Dice-a-roo. Yes, 490 Neo points. All right, Trudy. I don't. I missed the college experience. I actually like learning a lot. I told my friend that I brought there to the campus. I'm like, if you go, the nice part about crowd surfing 101, woo. If you actually want to go to experience college, not just like some college tour, but actually sit in a class, easiest way to do that is go to that main campus, because they have like 300 people in an like auditorium. You could easily sneak in on day 1, day 2, day 3. And act like you actually go there, because they're never gonna take attendance. Yeah, and then there's people that just drop out. You just pick a seat, don't look weird, and you just go and attend that class. No one would ever know. That's how bad it was. There's just that many people. It was just at the main campus. It was just like a factory. In the satellite campus, there was classes that I had that was like 20 people. Some had like 10. It was pretty crazy. It just depended on what the topic was and what time it was, because some people didn't want to do night classes or anything like that. But yeah, college, useful if done correctly, but I've seen so many people just not care, play video games during class, and I can't imagine how bad it is now with cell phones. Like if people are just using cell phones in class, or again, like you really got to ask yourself, why are you there if you're gonna just not pay attention? Like, why are you actually there wasting your money? But some people don't. They just think it's another part of life that you have to go to. And anybody that tells you that, you should not listen to ever, that you have to just go to college. I mean, outside of your parents or relatives, because maybe they don't know. That's just what they thought themselves. But outside of that, if you have like a guidance counselor in school that says you have to go to college, yeah, you should stop listening to that guidance counselor, because they're not telling you. Oh, that was the other thing. College doesn't teach you. There's a lot of things they don't teach you about real life. So part of the reason why I did finance was to educate myself on proper finance, saving, budgeting, all that stuff, and then learn about the stock market, trade in the stock market. You ever hear that thing about like you don't get the real world experience? Like you got book smarts, but you don't got the real world. Like it doesn't work out the way you think it does just by you reading a book. There's more to learn than that. And I will say that about college, because what I learned about finance, I got equations, I got to learn about balance sheets, I got to learn about theory. But you could throw all that crap out the window when you get to the real world. Yeah, because I mean, one of the biggest things is GameStop. Like that whole GameStop Roaring Kitty, if you've ever seen it, it's a documentary on Netflix. You can watch it on there. But it goes to show you what actually works in the stock market. I mean, there's fundamentals about the stock market, but at the same time, they don't teach you everything about the stock market. They should. They should. I mean, like that's part of it. Like knowing its psychology of the stock market and people out there. This is why, not to talk about Pokemon again. This is why. Oh, did I close it? Oh, I did. This right here. Open link. Okay. This is why this here exists. It's the same thing as the stock market. Oh, it's actually the same as Neopets. What am I even talking about? I'm on a website that is literally the stock market. Yeah, right here. You see this? Let me just show you something. See this trade post? Right here. Any of these. I could just pick any of these. This is the stock market. This is what they don't teach you. FOMO. That's what drives the stock market. Outside of like really boring stocks like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Papa John's. Either outside of those, you have all of this because this is the exact same thing. That's why I'm like, Neopets is amazing. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, one day, if you invest in the stock market, you will understand how real Neopets was actually when it comes to supply and demand. Because I asked that lady on that girl that I was talking to on campus, because she was like, not only did I tell her about living life on college and what you need to do, but she asked me about retirement, like what she needs to do to save and all that. I know it was crazy. This is like 10 o'clock at night. This girl was asking me this, so I was telling her, I'm like, you need to open an account. You can buy stocks with $5, even though the stock is $1,000. You can buy it with $5. Yes, but one why I say that is I need you to open a stock account and I need you to buy anything. And what's going to happen is very much so, you are going to stare at that stock day and night. Like it's insane. It's the truth though. I wouldn't lie to you all. It's true. It happens to everybody. You'll watch it go up, you'll watch it go down, you'll freak out when it goes down like 5%. It's like this Pokemon. Actually, I don't want to use evolving. So what's actually happening in Pokemon right now is people are FOMOing into every card. Take a look at this thing. Look at that. This is in the last 3 months. It went from $17 and it's currently sitting here at $42.17 for a card like this. But if I show you other Mew cards, same thing happening. Charizard, same thing happening. All this stuff is all going up. So when you think about what's actually happening here, Neopets is a magic mirror of what's going on. They don't teach you about what actually drives the stock market. So I asked her, I was like, what makes the price of a stock go up? And she was telling me about like the company numbers and stuff like that. And when you buy, I was like, okay, when you buy a stock on the stock market, who are you buying it from? And she was like, I'm buying it from the company. And I'm no, no. No, that's kind of the stuff they teach you in school. That doesn't make any sense because in real life, you're actually buying it from somebody else. Someone's selling it because they don't want it anymore. And you don't know the reason why they don't want it anymore, and you're buying it from that person. Like they could be selling it because they need the money. They could be selling it because they think it's going to go down. But no matter the case, that's what it is. It has nothing to do with the company. It has supply and demand. Literally everything on Neopets is supply and demand. I mean, let's say 90% of it. Like when you play a Hassie bounce, that has nothing to do with supply and demand. Not at all. But when it comes to the economy and all that, supply and demand. That's why I say, like, the people that do this all day and night, haggling with each other for virtual Neo points, I don't know, man. I don't really get it. But because you should be doing that in real life. Can you imagine if you can unleash what you know from Neopets on in real life? Yeah. Yeah. In real life, you can have a bank account over 2 billion. You can actually you can actually do that. You can actually do that. I should probably do my dailies as I do this. Oh my god, it's 53 minutes. My pet is too sick to fight. What? What did you do? What did you do? All right, where are you? Where's my healing? There it is. Heal me. Dang it. 7 hit points. That is not gonna do it. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you, my pets? I need you to fight. I need you to bring me back money. Chickaroo. Okay. All right. What are we gonna do here? I have some of my safety deposit box to heal me, but let's go to the store. That's what you're supposed to do, right? Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's awesome. Can't go to the store. I think it's herbal scrambled eggs. Herbal eggs. Herbal scrambled. There we go. I saved it in my safety deposit box. I'm like, I know I'll get sick one day. Here we are. Let me heal you up. Here you go. And then let me do the void within. How about that? Let me just change it up a little bit. Uh, that is not where I want to go. Shot wizard. Yeah, so many things happen that night just thinking about it. I mean, overall, college is good when used correctly because it costs you lots of money. Like that's the big part. Like the fact that people just get destroyed doing that. It's hard to see people in debt and all that and not understanding interest. I think the worst part about it is people finding out that if you just pay the minimum, you are completely screwed. Like people, I keep seeing videos about people going like, "Oh my God, I paid my college loan and I paid the very minimum that I can pay, and now I owe more." I'm not laughing at that. It's just it's crazy how I mean, maybe they were explained that and people just didn't get it, right? Like everybody's in this whole dreamlike state when they sign up for college. Like, oh my God, I'm going to college. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna meet people. I'm gonna learn all this cool stuff. But really, you're signing your life away and you don't even know it. Yeah, the big scam. That's why no undecideds. That would be my college. I would actually teach you things that you would need, or just go to a tech school, like I said. I think there's nothing wrong with a tech school. I don't know why people look down upon it. Yeah, it's funny because there's always that whole debate. Do you want to be an electrical engineer or electrical technician? Like I always say, like electrical engineer, you do the job, but you know more of the theory and the reasoning why. Where a technician, they could know that. They could. I'm not saying that they're not smart or anything like that. I think they're all really super smart, actually. They just don't have the book knowledge, right? They didn't sit there in a class doing calculus to figure out what the solution is. They just know from trial and error that to make this thing work, that this is what you have to do. They have the practical knowledge, the real world experience, like I said. And I think that's amazing. I'd rather be able to do something than know the calculations that went behind it. Because if you can't actually do it, then who really even cares? Like you just prove that you know books, but you don't know actually how to do it. You just look like an idiot. You just look like an idiot that you just knows stuff but can't actually do. It's actually really sad. So Doggo Fox with the stick plushie. Nice, nice. Yeah, college, man. People so underestimated what they actually had to do to be successful in college, and it's sad. Just a lot of money. So that's my rant on college. There's probably more on there. Uh, yeah, just teachers do not care. They don't care if you fail. At the main campus, they didn't care if you failed. You were just another number to them. You just brought them more money, and that was it. When it came to the smaller campuses though, those actually cared about you. Why? Because they didn't have like tons of research. It was just them and you in a room, small classes. They actually wanted to teach. So you could say what you want about those kind of people. You could say maybe they're not good enough to go to the main campus, but I will tell you, I learned way more stuff being at a smaller college campus than going to the main one. That was it. Like the teachers were always there for you. They'd be in their office doing office hours to like go over any questions that you had. But the ones that were doing research, you like I said, you'll never see them. You go to a student, and like I said, that at that point you're just going to basically a tutor. It's a good time though. But yeah, I miss it. And I know I was okay going to college because I know how to actually use it. Where other people, it was the Spider-Man thing. You have to have responsibility, and people just completely missed out on that. Bam. Wait. Yeah. Oh no. Oh, I did it. Oh, I didn't have to do the top. That's what it was. I was like, what did I just do? Yeah, the end. The end. All right. You get me out of here. Thank you. Thank you. But as that the end comes up, maybe I should the end all of this. Let me go to the community boards once more. Once more. Let's see. Post your premium goodie bag results. This is the one I want to see. Why is this not in the premium chat? But we are here. Got a book. Larnakin coin. Nice, nice. Friend got a Wise Norbu stamp. Crystal Cavara coin. I feel like that is pretty crazy, but maybe I'm wrong. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Oh, dang. 70 million. Dude, rarity 98? Jeez. Hey, man. How much is my coin worth? What's my Mallow coin worth? If that's how much that thing costs. Hmm. Don't know. I'm still gonna be sitting here thinking about this. Rarity 96. Yeah, 500 million seems really ridiculous. That doesn't even make any sense. But I've seen other people try to sell coins and stuff for 200, 300 million. I wonder if they actually do sell for that. My big thing is making sure I get rid of it before it appears magically in one of these bags or something. Going back to the board. Very Ixie, Sky Defender, freshly cut grass slushy. Nice, nice. Day and night collectible scarab. They have like a. Here, let me zoom in. They have that kind of face. 3 times. 3 times. Let me see. Oh, thought I copied you. I guess I didn't. There you go. Let's see. Day and night inflation notice. Oh, 80 million. The heck? Rarity 101. Games Master Challenge. All right. Well, GG. What? That's the one. Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot. A lot. I'll show you. Here's one of my stamps. Zoom out. Zoom out. Give me the trade post. All right, here we go. This is one of my stamps that somebody asked me about. 3 legs versus Tico Master stamp. Check this out. Piece one. Piece one. Birdie 101. Someone was asking for 500 million on this thing. Games Master Challenge. They available from there. So, again, thinking about this, if somebody ended up with this day and night collectible Scara, which comes from there, obviously that means we should see a drop eventually. Like, they will eventually shove this into a bag. When they will do it, I have no idea. So, I need to sell it soon as not soon as possible. I mean, if it's not in any of these bags this time around, then I should be okay. But that just proves the fact that you will see these. We got Blue Maro statue, Lutari, Tonu, Bashi, Singed, Iranian volcano stamp. There's a lot of stamps, man. Games Master Challenge stamp. Is that an actual stamp? Like, I mean, as in, like, that's the name of the stamp. I guess it is. Oh, yeah. It's been a while since I've seen this thing. 7.5 million. Okay. Yeah, that's a clue enough to me that eventually these will all be in there, as I've said before. What am I at? 1 hour. Holy crap. I'm not even done with Neopets. So, yeah, the tower, I need to do that. If I want to get to 2 billion, I have to do that. That's probably like one of the easier ways to get to 2 billion, make money, all that good stuff. So I'm doing it now. I should have did it before, but so it really wasn't worth it to me. I still don't know if it's even worth it to me to do it now. But yeah, look at that Pokemon. Oh, look at the. Oh, I didn't look at the Lorcana. Look at this up here. Aw. Oh, look at her. Very cute. Very cute. Okay, that is it. I hope you all have a wonderful Sunday. Hopefully that was enlightening and answered your question, Jojo. Yeah, that was a lot of stuff. That was a lot. And if you have any Pokemon cards, just know they're all going up in price because people are jacking them up. It's actually insane what's going on here. Oh, high to low, product type, cards, line, Pokemon. Dude, that's crazy. Look at this thing. 94,000. What is this? New Gold Star PSA 10 plus artist signature and Charizard sketch. What is happening? Oh, that's actually pretty cool. A little Charizard sketch on there. Would I pay $94,000 for it? Heck no. Heck no. Would I pay 30 something thousand to go to a college undecided? The answer I hope you would all say is no. That is it. I'll see y'all later. Bye.